You're gonna have to snatch this from my dead hands. Gel X. Nobody told me. Let's talk castor oil packs. I prefer to just treat myself. Y'all will never get a cooking vlog from me. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Hello beautiful and welcome back to another video. This is my first video of 2025. Hello sis, I am so happy to be starting off 2025 with you, to be starting off a new year with you. This is the year that you glow up. This year is all about you and I'm so excited to be by your side as your big sis, as your little sis, as your sis, whatever you need me to be so that 2025 is the year that you glow up. But if this is your first time seeing my face, hello, happy new year, happy 2025. My name is Jasmine. Pleasure to meet you. I create a lot of content on how to glow up, how to become your best self. So if that is the type of content you're focused on, you are focused on you in 2025, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, join the family. We would love to have you. It's literally just a community of women that are focused on pouring into themselves. Don't forget to hit the like button. It affirms that 2025 is going to be your best year yet. And go ahead and comment this emoji down below so that I know you're tapped in. Plus, it's a new year, girl. I want to know what we're trying to manifest, what we're trying to work on in the new year. So I would love to chat with you in the comments. I also want to give a major shout out to today's sponsor. It is Factor. Thank you so much, Factor, for sponsoring today's video and supporting this community. Our first sponsorship of the year. And if you've watched any of my Glow Up Diaries, like, Factor, keep sponsoring the girl, but like, y'all know by now I spend my own money, have spent my own money on Factor for years now. So it's not only like full circle, but like, know that I really ride for Factor. But we'll talk about them a little bit later on. When I was trying to think of what should be the first video of the year, what should we do to kick off this glow up journey? What should we talk about? I mean, there's so many different topics to talk about when we're trying to better ourselves both inside and out, but I thought I would create a comprehensive list of the top 10 micro habits that I have personally done that I know that work, that have been essential not only to my glow up journey, but have put other people on to these tips, and now I'm putting you on so you can start implementing these throughout the year. And it's like I said, they're micro habits. So it's nothing that's like so strenuous and so like out of the box and is gonna take all of this time in the world. It's nothing like that. It's just like little things that are gonna glow you up both inside and out. And I do these almost every single day. So I'm really excited to share this with you. It's going to be a very good video. So make sure to write out your pen and paper. And if you're interested in more kind of glow up tips, beauty tips, self-love tips, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. You're gonna see a lot of glow up tips that you won't see here. And without further ado, let's get into micro habit number 1. Let's talk castor oil packs. Now, I had never heard of a castor oil pack up until maybe like 6 months ago. All of a sudden, on all of kind of like the morning routine girlies that I follow on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok, everything like that, you know how they would do like their morning de-shed and they would use like the mouth tape, they would do the heatless curlers. Well, I started to see them wearing castor oil packs. At first I thought it was a faja girl, like I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I was like, what is that? Then I watched a more in-depth video on like what a castor oil pack does, you know, the benefits of it all. I was very intrigued. I got one for myself. I thought it was just kind of like gimmicky until it actually worked. So a castor oil pack has a lot of different benefits. The main benefit is to detox your body. Every single product I mention is going to be listed down below. I personally got my castor oil pack from Amazon. It came with a castor oil, it came with the pack and everything like that, and then I went on TikTok to just basically see how to do it. But basically what you do is you put castor oil on your stomach, on a certain organ. Let's say you're trying to focus on like a liver detox, and that's exactly what it does. In the morning, you will look so snatched. It has helped with my bloating, it has helped with my sleep, it has helped with my skin, it has helped with my energy levels. I just feel better in the morning. It is just a complete detoxifier, a complete debloater. It's one of the fastest products for my digestive health that I've seen work almost immediately. And I deal with not only painful bloating, but I also deal with bloating towards like, that's not how my body looks. And it's not about losing weight. It's just about like anything will bloat me up. Like I have always dealt with digestive issues my entire life, and this castor oil pack has really been helping me. So I'll do this in a couple of different ways. I will either, you know, pour some some onto my hands and give myself a nice lymphatic drainage massage on my stomach. Or maybe I will just pour it straight into my belly button. Or I'll focus it on one organ, like I said, like the liver. I also pour a little bit straight onto the pack, and then I will literally wrap myself in it and sleep overnight. It's not uncomfortable or anything like that. It doesn't have to be super tight. The castor oil will do its job. Now, if you want to start off with this, it is a detoxifier. You can work your way up, you know, start once a week for a couple of hours, maybe 30 minutes, once or twice a week for a couple hours, and then work your way up to, you know, maybe overnight 2 or 3 times a week. I personally do overnight like every other day. It hasn't bothered me yet. I haven't felt sick. I get amazing sleep from it, and it is something like that's such minimal effort that has such maximum benefit. Highly, highly recommend doing a castor oil pack. The second micro habit that I want to talk about is Gel X. Y'all, I am so late to the Gel X game. Nobody told me. I was simply, you know, just going and getting my regular acrylics, and they would break after 2 to 3 weeks, no matter who I went to, no matter how long I got them. Like, it didn't matter. My nails always broke. And then also my nail underneath was always so brittle. Plus, I could never get a certain look that I wanted to get with acrylic, no matter who I went to. And I went to some amazing people here in Atlanta. I don't know what inspired me. You know what it was? I went out to LA earlier this year and I got my first Russian manicure. That manicure was, oh, I still dream about that manicure. Like, that manicure, they were so professional. They were so amazing. Like, shout out to them. I've been almost addicted to trying to find another Russian manicure. I know there are some in New York. I know it's technically illegal, but I'm trying to find another Russian manicure because that was one of the best manicures I've ever had in my life. But she said, like, do you want Gel X on them? And I had never tried Gel X. I'm like, yeah, okay, put it on there. My nails lasted so incredibly long. I was like, I need to find someone that does Gel X here in Atlanta. And I did. And you know, it's kind of annoying because you have to soak them off every single time. But when I tell you, my nails don't break. They just look so clean. This is about 3 weeks worth of growth. Do you see how flat they are? You know, whether you get French tip, whether, you know, you like to experiment with different colors, like it was such a micro change to what I got done. You know, it's acrylic, it's Gel X, like whatever, but it has made me feel so classy, so put together. I never have broken nails anymore. My fingers just look so feminine and so nice with Gel X. And I also like Gel X because I am pretty certain it's really simple to do at home. I heard it's kind of hard to do, you know, once you have a hand done, it's kind of hard to do the other hand. I prefer to just treat myself, go into a nail salon. I have a really good relationship with a nail tech here in Atlanta. I will put him down below, don't worry. But just go in, get a pedicure. I do get tips on my big toes as well. And I get French tip on my nails with OPI's bubble bath. It's so classy, it's so feminine. But Gel X, such a micro habit that makes me feel so classy and so put together and makes me feel like I'm like glowing up. Let's keep kind of on the beauty wave, but I want to talk about the power of a sew-in. Now, I know there's a lot of different things we can get nowadays. We can get microlinks, we can get tapes, there's clip-ins, there's closures, there's lace closures, sewing down a wig, you know, there's K-tips, there's I-tips, there's R-tips. Ciao! I have always been a sew-in girl. A sew-in to me is so top tier. I get endless compliments on my hair all the time. Now, recently I just switched over to the closure behind the hairline wave. It's not a forever hairstyle. I was simply kind of heat damaging my leave out on my sew-in a little bit too much. I just kind of wanted to put it underneath a cap. It's really great for people that like to work out. And once you have it behind the hairline, you can make that closure last so much longer. That's what I have in right now. I go to my hairstylist, Deja. I use her hair from the Softy collection. It is so amazing. I haven't even washed this hair in like 2.5 weeks and I feel like it still looks amazing. The color looks amazing and everything like that. But I know there's a whole bunch of different things, but I truly feel like one of the biggest ways that I feel put together, that I feel like my higher self, is with a really good sew-in. Or, you know, if you want to expand it even further, finding a protective hairstyle that is like high maintenance to get, but low maintenance every every single day. I do not like doing my hair every single day. I love a heatless curl. I love a sew-in with minimal leave out, something that protects my hair, something that makes me put together with the minimal amount of effort. Also, as a girlie that does work out 5-6 times a week, it just works for my lifestyle. I have a lot of people asking like, oh my gosh, I love your natural hair. Your natural hair is so long. Like, why don't you wear it out? Because natural hair takes a lot of work. That takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of skill. And I know for my lifestyle, my busy lifestyle, my really active lifestyle, I would end up damaging my natural hair because I just know myself. I'd be putting a whole bunch of products in it to lay it down. I would be putting a lot more heat on it than I usually do. Like, I don't put heat on my hair like that because it's always braided down, it's always sewn up. Now, I am going to try K-tips. I put this in my broadcast channel and I asked around, has anybody tried K-tips? I used to be a big microlink girly. My hair actually grew a lot in microlinks. I still kind of felt put together, but again, I was doing hot yoga every single day. It wasn't working for my lifestyle. I do want to try out K-tips for the girlies, only because the allure of K-tips is that it lasts 4 to 6 months. They're expensive, but I heard your hair grows. They last 4 to 6 months. I really want to test it out for the girls. So I'll keep you updated on that. But if you are just always wondering how these girlies always look so put together and you know, their hair looks so good, I promise you it is a sew-in. It's nothing more fancy than that. Maybe it's a closure behind the hairline, but most oftentimes it is a sew-in with minimal leave out. This is the 4th micro habit I've done to glow up. Now I'm gonna say it, but you gotta walk with me. Eating healthier. Walk with me. Don't click out of this video. It is so hard for me, especially as someone that does not like to cook. Like y'all will never get a cooking vlog from me, a cooking reel. Like, it's never gonna happen. Like, it doesn't work with my schedule. I go to the grocery store and I spend all of this money on all of these groceries and all of these different ingredients just to order takeout. When I got from my little financial app how much money I spent on takeout, crazy. Absolutely insane. That is why I'm so happy that I found Factor. They're actually the sponsor of today's video, so thank you so much, Factor, for sponsoring today's video and supporting this community. Let me tell you something. My boyfriend actually put me on to Factor, but I had heard of Factor before. I had seen them on some influencers' stories and everything like that, and I had heard about meal prep, and I've tried a number of different meal preps in the past. There's nothing like so good or so bad about the rest of them, but I feel like when it came from someone personal, like my boyfriend kind of like co-signing, like that's what he uses. He also doesn't like to cook. He also lives a really busy life. I was like, okay, like let me try it out. So food was yummy. The food was delicious. The food was fresh. The food was perfectly proportioned. I was able to choose from like a whole bunch of like different types of foods. And then when you go on there, there's breakfasts, there's juices, like there's a whole bunch of different things. And honestly, I stuck with it. I signed up, I got a membership, and this was like a year and a half ago. You've never heard of Factor before. Factor makes meeting your nutritional goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen dietitian meals straight to your door. They actually have a team of gourmet chefs that create every single meal only using ingredients with integrity so that you can feel your best all day long. So personally, I go on their app and every single week they have a weekly menu of 35 different dietitian approved meals. You can also choose from like different meal options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, Vegan or Veggie. And then they also have over 60 add-ons like I mentioned, like breakfast, juices, shakes, on-the-go lunches, smoothies, a whole bunch of other different add-ons that make you feel fueled and refreshed all day long. And they literally only take 2 minutes to heat up. I think including Factor into my micro habit is so essential because it's one of those things that doesn't take a lot of effort for me to do. Like I actually love picking out my different meals of the week, you know, knowing what I'm going to eat. It takes the actual stress day to day, but it keeps me on my nutritional goals. It makes me feel full. It makes me feel good. I'm a big fan of Factor, if you haven't told by the passion in my voice. And the best part is I'm gonna give you all a discount code I wish I would have had. What you're gonna do is you're gonna head to factor75.com, or you can click the link in my description. From there, you can type in the code 50Turner. That's gonna get you 50% off your first box plus free shipping. Go ahead, download the app, pick your meals, pick out your breakfast, pick out your juice shots, whatever you might need. It will literally take you no time at all and will take the stress away from overpaying for takeout. Eating eating unhealthy meals, stressing about what you're gonna eat. Factor takes care of all of that, and that is why we are such big fans of them over here on this channel. Thank you so much, Factor, for sponsoring today's video and supporting this community. I'll have more information down below. Okay, let's move on to micro habit number 5, and that is gut health focused supplements. I'm realizing like a lot of tips in here are very like detoxifying and gut health, but you know, if you're new to this channel, you will hear me say this 50 million times, but your gut health is at the center of your globe. So whatever you can do, and it doesn't have to be extreme stuff, to get your gut health in order, you will see maximum benefits throughout your body. So that's kind of why I mention it a lot. So I prefer supplements, keeping with the micro habit stuff, that it just takes one thing, but it does a lot. I'll mention some of my favorite. The first one is Rituals Essential for Women 18 Plus. I've talked about this a few times on my channel. I really like this for one reason and one reason only. This fills a lot of the nutritional gaps that we miss from our food. We could eat the most healthy things in the world, but this right here is going to fill those nutritional gaps. You don't need to take this with food. It's just a true good multivitamin. I feel better when I use this. I don't travel without this. You take 2 on an empty stomach, on a full stomach with some water, you are good to go. Like, this is exactly the type of product I'm talking about, where it's, you know, one thing, but it has kind of maximum benefits. Another supplement I will talk about is Armor Colostrum. I love Armor Colostrum. Saw a whole bunch of influencers use this. I was very interested in what it was. I bought it for myself, and I've seen amazing benefits in my skin, in my digestive health, in my energy levels. But this is like their immune revival, immune barrier support. It does have a lot of immunity benefits in it, but I put like 3, 4, 5 scoops of this in my water every single day. I cannot go a day without taking my Armor Colostrum. Again, one thing, like, you don't need both of these. Like, it can be one or the other. A lot of these aren't like I personally take these together, but all of these kind of supplements I'm talking about can really, you can just get one of them and you're gonna see a whole bunch of benefits from that one product. Another one that I'm gonna mention, and I've mentioned this ever since I started basically my social media career, and this is good old-fashioned L-glutamine. I started taking L-glutamine to heal my leaky gut, to heal my gut lining. This has been essential in kind of what I was talking about with the castor oil pack, in decreasing that look of bloating. L-glutamine will make you look snatched. I personally put it in the morning when I fill up my water. I will put, you know, a cup of L-glutamine. I personally don't taste it at all. I got this from Amazon. Very simple. I've taken it forever. Personally, haven't had my stomach hurt in a very long time. And then when my stomach does hurt, I find it's because I'm not taking my L-glutamine regularly. 2 more that I want to mention. This is my favorite pre, pro, and postbiotic. It is from a Ritual. You're gonna have to snatch this from my dead hands. I love this product. This stuff, first of all, it's called the Ritual Symbiotic Plus. This stuff will almost start working immediately. This stuff is amazing for your digestive health. First of all, we all need a probiotic, we all need a postbiotic, we all need a prebiotic. Like, that's just kind of essential. This is like 3 in 1. Honestly, a holy grail product. Again, you don't need multiple different, this biotic. You really just need this one product. And with a lot of Ritual supplements, you don't need to take this with food. There's a lot of different benefits with it. Again, I personally take all of these, but either one of these products is going to have amazing benefits for your gut health, which is thus going to have amazing benefits for your skin and your energy levels and things like that. Last thing that I was going to mention, my holistic doctor put me onto this. This is the Ion Gut Support, and it's good for digestive support, immune function, gluten defense, nutrient absorption, and gut brain health. I personally like this for the gluten defense. My stomach doesn't bulge or, you know, make me uncomfortable when I eat bread. I still don't eat a lot of gluten. Like, I'll still eat it, but I don't bloat as much with this. It's truly a gluten defense. Doesn't taste the best. I put it in like a little tablespoon and I take it with some water in the morning. But this also, you know, has other benefits like digestive support, of course, immune function, nutrient absorption, and gut brain health. This is a very good product. It's not essential, but it's, again, one of those things where you just take one, and it's all of these benefits, which to me is in essence a micro habit. The sixth micro habit that I want to mention is my workout routine. Now, this is probably the least of the micro habits that I've done, but I categorize this in a micro habit way because I have cracked the code. I've cracked the code for us women on our cycles. You know, I have cracked how to get that snatched body, how to literally like get it together, get it all together. And there's a couple of ways to do that. You know, in a non-micro habit one, I'll tell you about my workout routine. I do Pilates 3 times a week, Pilates or Legree 3 times a week, and then I will strength train about 2 to 3 times a week. You know, upper body day and lower body day. I want to talk about walking. Challenging yourself to get 10K steps a day is such an amazing way to snatch up your body. It can even help with your digestive health. It will literally make you glow. Like walking for your mental health, walking for your physical health, walking for your soul is literally such a micro way to glow up, and it's not that intense. Now, the real reason why I define this as a micro habit is because what I like to do is I actually got a walking pad. So I got a walking pad and I got a standing desk. So what I'll do is, you know, maybe I'll take like a little energy shot, or, you know, I'll drink some coffee or whatever it might be. I will put my walking pad underneath. I'll play some lo-fi beats. I will edit on my computer, or I'll do whatever work I need to do on my computer for like 2 hours. In those 2 hours, I've gotten 10K steps. I've listened to some calming music. Maybe I'll even listen to a podcast or a YouTube video. And I haven't even really broken a sweat, but I am truly working out. I have noticed the biggest difference in my body from simply walking. It is such a micro way, and it doesn't take a lot of time. And when you habit stack walking with working, it doesn't even take away from your day. You know, obviously I love walking outside with my dog, fresh air, around nature. You know, that's where I would rather be. But day to day while I'm working, ever since I got my walking pad, I'm like, how was I ever just sitting and working all the time? It takes no extra energy from me. I don't break a sweat. It makes me honestly feel really energized when I got out. I'm like, wow, I got all that work done and I technically just worked out. An amazing, amazing way to glow up. The seventh micro habit that I want to talk about is probably the most expensive micro habit on this list. And it might be a little bit controversial, but like whatever. I'm here to share what has worked for me. And that is medical grade skincare. Medical grade skincare saved my life. I know there's a whole controversy on, you know, are things really medical grade, whatever. I'm gonna tell you my favorite line of skincare products. The skincare products I've seen the most change with. The skincare products I see a lot of, you know, estheticians and dermatologists recommended. Like, it's a true game changer. And that is ZO Skin Health. I have so much ZO Skin Health line. I have the toner, I have cleansers in there, I have face masks, I have an exfoliating polish, I have Bright Alive, I have the Daily Power Defense, I have moisturizers, everything ZO Skin Health. They have been amazing for my skin. Now, I say this is a micro habit because, you know, a lot of times I would get my skincare from the drugstore. Then I felt like I was upgrading it by getting it from like Ulta or Sephora, you know, a little bit more expensive. I equated the price tag to how, you know, much something worked, which isn't always the case, especially when you are going to a Sephora and an Ulta and everything like that. It wasn't until I was like, I'm spending all of this money on stuff that is clearly not working for my skin. Like, I feel like a lot of the stuff at Sephora and Ulta are very, like, a lot of maintenance skincare. It's a lot of skincare that will make your skin brighter, maybe a little bit more even. But when you want to talk about corrective stuff, like truly fine lines, or truly like healing hyperpigmentation, or truly healing acne, you're gonna have to go to an esthetician, or you're gonna have to go to a dermatologist. And most oftentimes, they might recommend you a little bit more expensive product. If you were going to go any route, it should be ZO Skin Health. Again, obviously, this is not sponsored, but once I made that slight little change and I just kind of like swallowed my pride and, you know, spent over $100 for a single serum, my skin and my confidence levels skyrocketed. I felt so confident. I felt so much better. You know, my skin kind of still goes up and down. I'm trying to figure out my hormonal acne right now. I can't lie to y'all when I said when I invested in my medical grade skincare and I stopped spending so much money on stuff that just wasn't working for me, I actually ended up in the grand scheme of things saving money because I know these these products work for me. I know they're good for my skin. I know they're good for a lot of people's skin, and doing that investment in myself, making that one little micro habit change really raised my confidence, really made my skin glow. It's so much more even. It's so much more glowy, like a lit from within look. It's so much more smooth. My makeup looks better. It's just, wow, like making the change to medical grade skincare, 10 out of 10. The 8th micro habit that I'm going to mention is chlorophyll drops. So I am such a big fan of chlorophyll. I didn't want to include this in my gut health supplements because specifically the biggest thing that I've noticed with chlorophyll is 1, the scent, and 2, my skin. My skin benefits so much from chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a great detoxifier. It's a great blood detoxifier. So not only is chlorophyll going to increase your energy levels, but for me specifically, my skin just glows off of chlorophyll drops. I remember I was taking them years ago and I don't even know why I stopped. I will never stop taking chlorophyll drops. They are such a micro habit. They're so easy to do. You really don't taste it, and if you do taste it, it's like a minty type of taste. You put it in your water. You know what I've been doing lately? I've been putting 15 drops in my Stanley cup in the morning, and I've been putting in L-glutamine, or I've been putting in Armor Colostrum, so I kind of have 2 benefits in one. I've noticed the biggest difference in my skin, but even bigger difference in my body odor. Y'all, I don't smell. I don't smell in the gym. I don't smell down there. I don't smell underneath my arms. Like, I virtually have no scent. And to me, that is so like feminine. That is so classy. That is, I don't know. I love not smelling. Like, even if I weren't to put on any deodorant or, you know, any perfume or body lotion, at the end of the day, I just don't smell. And that is why I will forever use chlorophyll drops, because I just like that. That makes me feel more feminine. It makes me feel more put together. It makes me feel, you know, even when I am sweating or even when I am hot, like, at least it's not that awful body odor scent. And it's crazy because I didn't really have to like do much. I just had to put 15 drops in my water every day and my skin starts glowing and I don't have any body odor. I'm really giving y'all the cheat code to these micro habits to glow up. Okay, y'all, we are on number 9. And speaking of body odor, speaking of scents, let's talk about layering our scents. Now, I think I always instinctually did this, but it wasn't until I was really purposeful in doing this that I noticed that one kind of like little change in my hygiene routine got me a whole bunch of compliments on the way that I smell. And honestly, I started having fun with it. You know, an outfit like this with like the burgundy top, I wanted kind of like a deeper scent. So I started being really intentional about layering my scents. It has made me feel so feminine. It makes me feel so girly. It's one of the things that I truly indulge in, and it didn't take any extra work. So what do I mean by layering scents? What I mean by is all the way starting off with your body wash, to your lotion, to your perfume, to maybe even your deodorant. Everything is in the same scent category. And when you layer your scents like this, you create such a unique scent with your own personal pH balance, and you just smell incredible when you do this. Let me give you an example. In the shower, what I've been lately doing, something that just makes me feel powerful and feminine, and I just know I'm gonna get a lot of compliments when I do this. I start off with Philosophy's Fresh Cream in Warm Cashmere. This is actually very surprisingly hydrating. Like, this makes your skin feel so smooth. I don't know, you know, the ingredients behind it. Just says it has a moisture complex. Whatever, this stuff smells incredible. It smells so incredible. But keep this in mind, warm cashmere. So it's gonna be, you know, gourmand. It's going to be sweet. It's gonna feel cozy. When I get out of the shower, I go in with the EOS Vanilla Cashmere. Do you get kind of where we're going with it? In reality, they do have a warm cashmere body lotion. You could pair those two together, but you know, sometimes it is about the scent, but there's sometimes like other ingredients that I want in other products. And with this, it says 7 nourishing oils, and it has shea butter, which is really great for my dry skin. And these two together are just, it's heavenly. It is so me. I will stock up on these because y'all sold these out so quickly. After my shower gel, after my lotion, I go in with the Vanilla Skin Deodorant by Fleur. For the stinky girls, I will put on kind of, you know, a basic deodorant just to kind of, you know, with that smell. But again, with the chlorophyll, I don't really smell like this. This is so good. It literally literally smells exactly like Flora's Vanilla Skin, the perfume, if you've ever smelled that. Incredible, amazing. It smells especially amazing as we're layering the scents. And then as a scent, obviously we're gonna choose a vanilla scent. I personally like Vanilla Woods by the 7 Virtues. I always have. Or, you know, if you want to take it a step further and do Flora's Vanilla Skin to match with the deodorant, you can go ahead and do that. When you layer stuff like that, like, do you hear all this stuff that I'm talking about, like Vanilla Woods, Vanilla Skin, Vanilla Cashmere, fresh cream, warm cashmere? Like, it's so layering that you end up smelling so delicious. And when you make that kind of micro habit, that kind of micro change to kind of be a little bit more mindful, that from beginning from your hygiene routine all the way to your actual perfume is kind of all in the same scent family, you are going to smell so delicious and get so many compliments. Just trust me, it's like my favorite thing to do. Okay, y'all, we are on micro habit number 10. Micro habit number 10 is tinted moisturizers. Tinted moisturizers have been around since the dawn of time. I was never a tinted moisturizer girly because I was just like no makeup or full beat. But I have found as I've gotten, you know, into my later 20s, when I go run my errands or go grab groceries, or even when I'm trying to look good in Pilates for myself, it is nice to have something that just evens out your skin. And I especially like tinted moisturizers because they also have skin benefits as well. Again, it's that micro habit that's gonna have maximum benefits. Now, these two are the ones that I would recommend to you. One is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin. I love this stuff. It is full coverage, it is hydrating, it's very travel friendly, and it truly does what it says. It hydrates your skin, it smooths your skin, and it also corrects your skin. I absolutely love this stuff. I float in between like 9 and 10. The other one that I really like that I don't feel is as color friendly is the Color Science Sun Forgettable Total Protection Flex. Really like this because this has SPF 50 in it, has never broken me out. This is the one that I use when I go to the gym. Evens out my skin, it makes me feel confident. It's something quick, it's something easy. Again, and it has those skin loving ingredients. But it's like I said, this one has like a flex shield to it. So it's supposed to adapt to your skin. But I will tell y'all, see, I'm not even close to dark skin. And I use the shade dark on my forehead. So I don't know, you know, I haven't watched videos on how dark it goes. This is in tan. I'll use tan on the lower half of my face and dark on my forehead just because, you know, us melanated girlies are 50 million different shades. But that's slightly concerning, the color range to it. But I'd be very interested to see how dark the Flex Shield adapts to. But this is such an amazing, slightly expensive. Again, I will have everything linked below. But having that kind of tinted moisturizer, just doing that one extra step after your moisturizer is such a game changer. And especially if you use the Color Science one, that is sunscreen. That can be your sunscreen for the day. I can't tell you know how confident I feel when I just have like a sheer layer of coverage on, and you know, I walk past a mirror, I'm doing something. It's just such a small way that I feel like I'm kind of glowing up. I'm putting a little bit of extra effort into myself. And that is all, y'all. That is my top 10 micro habits, micro tips, micro products, whatever you want to call it, that I feel like will really help your glow up in 2025. These are all things that I've tried. These are all things that are actually going to work. And if you try them out, let me know. Also, if you have a micro habit that you felt like it's such a small change, but it had such a major impact, please put it down below for all of the other girlies to learn from you. Again, I want to thank you so much, Factor, for sponsoring today's video and supporting this community. You can head to factor75.com. I'll also have the link in my description that will include that discount code for you. Again, don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram and all the good stuff so we can become even more internet besties. I'm so excited for this year. I'm so excited to continue to grow with you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Happy 2025, girl. This is your year. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, girl.